Hello all you viewers out there and welcome back to SaphireCast. First off, Happy New Year to all of you. It is now 2020. And secondly, I'd like to apologize for the lack of videos lately. I was planning to upload over the Christmas break, but there were a few things going on, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do and having just a bunch of stuff on my plate with school and whatever, trying to do some schoolwork and all that. So there's been a lot getting in the way, but hopefully recordings will be starting to pick back up in the next couple of weeks. I have exams coming up, so I'll be studying for them, but that shouldn't stop me from releasing some new videos. So hopefully this year we can get a couple more videos out, because last year there were a lot of breaks here and there, and I don't really want to do that again, because there's so much opportunity, not as much right now, but there is opportunity, and I want to take advantage of that and make videos for you all. So, the first thing I want to bring up is that I have received a capture card for Christmas. So I will be making videos hopefully soon with the capture card. I got Skyward Sword and Luigi's Mansion as well. So I've been playing a bit of each. I like them both. And yeah, I got some wireless earbuds. I'm happy about that. Well, they don't really fit in my ears right now. I'm trying to figure that out so that they fit comfortably and don't fall out, but that's the gist of what I got. And then I got a few other things, but I'm happy about the capture card and the 2 games. I'm going to hopefully do a Let's Play on Skyward Sword as well as Twilight Princess, because I have them both. I haven't beaten Skyward Sword yet, so I kind of feel like I want to, just so that I know what I'm doing, but at the same time, it would be nice to do a bit of it blindly and just jump in. But Twilight Princess I've played through many times, so I think it would be nice to jump into there and finally do a Let's Play on it, since I have the capture card and can take advantage of recording with it. And of course, it's not just going to be Zelda games. I have a few other games that I want to play on the channel. I'll play some Mario, some Zelda, as I just mentioned, and then there'll be a few other games in there that I will probably end up playing, and hopefully that will be enjoyable. It should be starting hopefully in the next couple weeks. I will be away for 2 weeks because I have a sports tournament next weekend, and the weekend after I'm gone on a winter camping trip with a couple friends. So I'll be gone for 2 weeks. So I know I said I didn't really want to break, but there will be a 2-week period where there will be no videos, because it's pretty much impossible to upload at my school. I don't have like any of the editing stuff or whatever, so I can't do any of the editing unless I'm home, which becomes an issue. But once I get everything figured out and the 2 weeks has ended, I should have another video, hopefully using the capture card. I'd really like to be able to do that, but it's all dependent on what happens in the next couple weeks. I gotta figure out the software as well, and I still haven't switched over to Windows 10 yet. Doing that very shortly, which means I will have to, like I said in the last podcast, figure out my editing situation and figure out my software so that I know how to edit, which will probably delay videos again, and that'll lead into my exams, but it'll be editing. Exams aren't the worst. I'll study and definitely make sure to figure out the editing and get a video out for you guys, because that's what I want to be able to do, is get a video out that's not a SaphireCast, because the last 2 videos on this channel have been SaphireCast, and that shows how consistent I've been with uploading, which is pretty bad. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm inconsistent with uploading, and I don't want to feel like I'm just uploading podcasts for you guys. I want to feel like I'm uploading gaming videos, because that's what I came on YouTube to do, was do gaming and do vlogs. And I do want to start vlogs again, but I just have to figure out what I want to do for those vlogs, and also have stuff to talk about, because usually I bring all my discussions into my SaphireCast. So I want to be able to do vlogs again. And I did one back in the summer, but I mean, it was pretty well edited, I think. And I got some good footage, but I also want to be able to do more vlogs like that. And they'll be better edited, because I've noticed as I get older, the editing just gets better. And it'll just look overall better, sound overall better, and just be presented in a better way. Because I'm always finding new ways to edit and figure out what I want to do. So, vlogs will start up again soon, hopefully. Podcasts won't be the only thing you're seeing on this channel, which is something that I knew when I did podcasts first. I knew I was going to like doing them, and I do like recording SaphireCast, but it's supposed to be a once a month thing, and that's what I'm trying to do. So I don't want this channel to become only SaphireCast, because I feel like that's what it's becoming because of just me being lazy and inconsistent. But that's not what I want to do. So new gaming videos will be released shortly. I'm just trying to figure out my whole situation and what's going on, get some new videos out. Hopefully, I've got a couple new Steam games that I could probably try, and if I like them, I'll put them up for you. They're on my brother's account, but we share games, so I could steal a couple and play them for you guys if that's what you want. It's just, I gotta figure out what I want to be able to do, because the games that I'm playing are not ones that would want to be recorded. Like, I'm playing Minecraft right now a lot, but I'm mostly just doing stuff on my own, like in creative, just doing some builds. And I mean, some people do like seeing builds, but I'm just building, like, I'm not doing speed builds or anything, just building things, and it's just not something that would be interesting for recording. So I gotta get back into the YouTube recording style as well. And I mean, part of it was because of the whole YouTube change, which I'm going to discuss in a few minutes now. But the recording style kind of went away from me, and I kind of just lost my YouTube focus with this whole change coming around, because it was changing pretty much everything about everyone's channel, and I just wasn't sure how to feel about it, and it kind of pushed me away from doing YouTube for a while. But I've finally come to the point where I just got to accept it, and the new law is rolled out now, so everyone is following it, and it seems to be handled pretty well. So I think it'll be okay. So now about the whole YouTube situation that's been going on. As far as I know, there haven't been any major changes like they've said there is going to be. And I've went around and checked a couple videos that I know are ones that would be made for kids. As far as I'm concerned anyways, like, they seem like their audience is a made for kids channel, and it might not be, and maybe YouTube just hasn't rolled out the laws yet. I have no idea, but as far as I've seen, they still have their comments, they still have their ads, like everything that YouTube said they were going to remove for the made for kids content still seems to be there, which is kind of surprising, but it's brought my motivation back, because I've still got all the things I want. And the biggest thing that I wanted was comments, because I mean, I'm not monetized or anything, but comments was something that allows the creator to basically discuss with the audience, which, I mean, it's not like a one-on-one discussion. You're not always discussing back and forth between comments. It's usually just the audience saying, do this, do that, and the creator just reads it and just does what the audience wants them to do, which is something that if I had lost, it would be a lot harder to do, because yes, I do have a Discord server, but I only have a few members in there, and not all of them watch my videos as far as I know. So it would be a lot harder to get the feedback that I get, even though I don't really get as much feedback as I'd like to. I'd always want more feedback from the audience and just what they think about things, so that I know where to go and where to progress onto. but the fact that we still have comments is a bright sign. The fact that people still have ads is a bright sign, because it means that YouTube is somewhat listening to us, at least from what I know, because we haven't lost all the things that they said we were going to lose if channels were made for kids. And I don't know if that's just because the law hasn't rolled out yet or whatever, but as far as I'm concerned, we're in a good place right now, because we still have everything that we need, and it's allowing us to keep doing what we do best, which is YouTubing. Because as long as we have that audience there, we know to keep making the videos, which is what we all do. And it just shows that we can still keep going no matter what YouTube throws at us. Like, they've thrown many things at us, just taking down the amount of money people are making on monetization, to completely demonetizing them, to even just doing this whole made for kids thing and saying, you know what, if your channel's made for kids, you're not going to get all these ads, you're not going to get all the comments, yet we still have them. So I don't know what YouTube is planning. I don't know if the laws have rolled out yet, like I've said a million times, but I think the only thing we can do is look to the bright side of this and say, you know what, since it hasn't rolled out yet, why worry about it? Once it rolls out, then we can start worrying and people can start complaining. But for right now, I think what everyone's trying to do and what we've got to do is just play it off like nothing's happening, because as far as we know, nothing's happening right now. Unless YouTube has released something that I have not seen yet. But nothing's happening, so we don't really have to worry about anything as far as anyone should be concerned. I think we should just keep doing what we do best on YouTube, which is uploading our videos, which everyone seems to be doing just fine. And I'm going to definitely start joining them as soon as possible. Starting with this podcast, and then some more gaming videos very soon. There's going to be a couple of things that you guys are going to see in here changing in my videos. The first thing is obviously going to be the noise level, and that is not me talking, it's the noise level in the background, because I've noticed sometimes when editing, it could get a little noisy, and it's because the space that I'm in is a lot more public than where I'm going to be now. It's still in my house, but it's more public than it will be in the next couple weeks. I'm moving my setup, and it'll allow me also to do better recordings with capture cards, as it'll make the hookups a lot easier to reach, because they'll be really close, which is great for me. And it'll also make, just as I said, the background a lot quieter, which will make it better for me, and it'll just make it easier to understand. And hopefully, in time, I can also do some podcasts through my PC, which I'd love to be able to do, because, I mean, this is a great app that I'm using to record all this and put it all together, but I would like to use my PC for podcasting, because it'll obviously get some better audio recording than I'm getting right now. Now, this audio recording is still pretty good, but it could always be better. And we can say that about everything. Like, the noise quality could always be better. The music that I put in could be a little quieter. Yes, I understand that, and I'm doing what I can. But the problem as well is just the voice. It's not as loud as I'd like it to be. And I think there is definitely ways around that, and we just have to figure it out. And we'll figure it out together. So don't worry. The podcasts are going to be getting better. The noise quality in my recordings will sound better. I will sound clearer. And it'll make it so much easier for capturing, as I'm basically getting a new setup, which I like. I'm still keeping my current PC, and I'm just shifting stuff around in order to get a better setup, a better sound quality, and all that, in order to make my video quality better, which I think is great, because it's just something that I've needed for a long time, is better video quality. I try to make the best videos that I can, yet there's always going to be that little bit of background noise just because of where I am recording. It's not really the easiest thing to do, but now that I'm getting this newer setup arrangement, it'll make things a lot easier for me to do. And I'm quite happy about that. It'll allow me to do a lot more editing, a lot more recording as well. So you should see a few more videos than you have been, because I'll be able to record more and edit more, as my setup will be a lot closer to me than it was now. That being said, it's not coming to school with me unless I can get my laptop working again with editing software and whatever, and make sure that it's speedy enough, because it's kind of slow. So what I need to do is get it speedy and then get the editing software on there. And what I can do as well, if I can get it all working, is get all my recording software on there, and then I don't know how the microphone's going to work, because I remember that was always an issue. So if I can get the microphone working, I'll be good to just keep recording videos, because I'd love to record videos while I'm away at school, but it's kind of an issue because I don't have any of my stuff. I don't have my recording stuff, I don't have my editing stuff, I just don't have anything. So hopefully this year will be a bit of a game changer, and the videos will just get overall better, which is what I'm hoping to expect. And like I said, the capture card videos, if you're a veteran to this channel, you'll know how bad my videos were at the very beginning. Like, I was using an iPad camera to record TV. Now it'll be so much clearer, because I won't be getting anything around me. I'll just be getting what's displayed on the TV, which will be amazing, because it'll allow me to do so many more things. Like my Mario Maker video, I remember doing that a long time ago, and that was it wasn't very clear. Like, you could tell what was going on, but it wasn't clear. Now I can do, like, Mario Maker stuff if I want to. My Minecraft Xbox, I mean, I won't be returning to that because it's old and whatever, but the Minecraft Xbox stuff, it was so unclear. Now, if I were to do it, it would be so much better. But I'm not going to return to Xbox, because I have an Xbox 360 and it's really old. And actually, a little story about that. So, I had my Christmas party a couple weeks ago. It was the weekend before Christmas, and so while I wasn't doing anything, I hopped on my Xbox. I'm like, okay, I want to see what I've done. So I pulled up my old Minecraft, and I was looking for this world, because I had remembered this world that I used to play on with all my friends. So I pulled it up and couldn't find the world, but instead I looked through a bunch of other worlds that I had, and realized, wow, what a difference from me playing Minecraft then and now. And one thing that I really came across, and I was just like, wow, was Sapphire Lane, because even though I hadn't touched it in 3-4 years now, I went back and I was like, wow, here's everything I used to have. I found my first shelter. I found the shelter I was building in the last episode before I just switched over and didn't do that anymore. I found just land that I remembered walking over. I remembered the landscape that I was going around, and it just felt so familiar, but yet so far away, because I hadn't played it in so long. And just everything that I had done felt so old. Like, I didn't feel like that was my building style anymore. I looked at it and I'm like, how did I build like this? And it just all changed. And as well as the Christmas party, we played a lot of Mario Kart 8, which I was really happy about, because I hadn't touched that game in a while, and I've been playing Mario Kart 8 a lot now since I have a Wii U up at my school, and I got that all hooked up and started playing that. So I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart 8 now. I'm really enjoying that, because it's newer, and I love these newer games because they just do so much different than what they used to. And I mean, Mario Kart Wii was fun, but it was getting a little old, so I needed a bit of a change of scenery. So I brought Mario Kart 8 with me and started playing that. As well, I brought Smash Bros. For the Wii U, and when I first opened it, I immediately thought, what am I playing, because of playing Smash Ultimate. Smash Wii U just it just didn't feel like a game anymore. It felt like a tech demo almost, because Ultimate just brought everything together, and Wii U just felt like so little to what we had. And that's crazy, since it was like the 4th game in the series, and Smash Ultimate is only the 5th, but they brought over so much. As well, I just had my New Year's party. It's currently January... what is today? I don't know, but we had our New Year's party. We were gone away for that. It was quite fun. We played a lot of pool and just counted down the night and stayed up until 3 a.m. and had a fire. It was quite fun, actually. And then now we're here in the new year, 2020, and I'm recording a podcast for you. So that's basically what's been going on, and yeah, so the new setup will be happening hopefully soon, hopefully in the next, like I said, when I come back from that little break, because I have to, in the next 2 weeks, hopefully I'll be all set up and ready to go. That's what I'm dreaming of, but hopefully that's what happens. And then we can get back onto a somewhat normal video schedule, because that's what I want to have to get my fans, because that's obviously what you need, is a video schedule that your fans can come to and expect you to upload. Now, I'm not going to put an exact schedule because I'm not going to hold myself to any promises, just because I don't want to disappoint if something happens, but I want to be able to give you an idea of what's going on, and if something happens, I want to be able to give you more of an immediate update, which is, again, why I'd like to bring recording stuff to the school. So if I need to, I can just record and say, hey, well, this is what's going on, this is why I'm not uploading, blah blah blah, yeah, see you all later in like next week's video or something like that, just so I can give you a very quick update on what's going on. But that is basically my life right now. I'm just trying to figure out everything, just having a little fun over the break while I can before I go back to school and get ready for exams. And I'm just trying to figure out everything in the recording stage, just so that I can get videos better, and with that new setup, it definitely will happen. So there's just a few other things that I want to say before I end up wrapping this up, and that is, first of all, I apologize for not having my co-host Owen with me today. I really just wanted to get this podcast out, and I kind of held it off, one, because I was getting a little lazy, but two, because I wanted to be able to update you on, like, Christmas stuff and whatever, and just all the events that were going on, so I kind of wanted to hold it off, and I was going to do it on the 30th, but even then, or not the 30th, but the 31st, but even then, I still wouldn't have been able to have my co-host with me, so that was a little disappointing, but he will be back for the February podcast, that's for sure. And over the summer, because I'm still going to be uploading this podcast monthly over the summer, I'm going to find a way in order to get him on the podcast with me, because we still need to do podcasts together over the summer. So we will figure that out. So for now, just bear with me, we'll get it all figured out, and hopefully he won't miss another podcast with me. Also, speaking of co-host, Alex, what did you think of Alex in the last podcast? I thought it was nice to have a third person in there, because, I mean, having a co-host is nice, but having other people on the set as well is also a nice treat. So, would you like to have Alex back? Would you like me to find someone else to bring on as well? What do you want this podcast to become? Because I have my visions, but I also want to know what the general population thinks and what they want this podcast to become. I would like to bring on a few other people, and hopefully that can happen. I will keep the co-host on, obviously, because he's quite fun, and you guys seem to enjoy him. And other than that, the podcast itself will keep going. So, anything else? Let me think. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to bring up was vlogs. I know I want to do some more vlogs, like I mentioned before, but I want input from the audience, because the audience speaks what's right, and the audience speaks what they want. So, if you guys could give me some input for what you want to see in vlogs, I'd be happy to do it. I have things that I can't always do, but I will try to implement your ideas best I can to give you what you want. That also goes the same with my capture card stuff, because obviously I have a bunch of different games that I can play, and maybe in the next podcast I will bring a list of them and we can go through them and just decide. You can decide as an audience what you want to see, because obviously I have the games that I want to play in mind, but it always comes down to the audience and what they want to see. If you guys aren't enjoying what I'm putting out, then what's the point of making it? Because it's just basically making it for my entertainment and not yours. If you obviously aren't entertained by what I'm putting out, then what's the point of me recording it? I'd rather record entertaining things that entertain me, but also entertain the audience. So it's great to have your input and just find out what you want to see. So yeah, I'll bring a list in the next podcast of a bunch of games that I can record, and we can go through it, and you can tell me what you want to see, what you don't want to see, games that might interest you and you want me to give it a shot, in order for me to have an idea of what I should be going off of. So that's pretty much all I had to talk about today. I know this podcast is a little shorter than usual, but I don't have my co-host with me, so I'm running out of ideas, and I can't set him on fire and get him going like I usually do. So that'll wrap up this podcast for today. If you did enjoy, be sure to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, as well as follow my Discord server. I will leave a link in the description below if you do wish to check it out, and follow me on social media if you haven't. I will leave links in the description for that as well if you wish to do so. That's all for now. See you all later.